our last session in support of the love practice of this month, Love More, this week is planning on looking at how we cope with what's going on in the world, looking at how we are behaving, how we're thinking, how we're reacting, how we're loving. Love more. It's the name of the game. This is Stéphanie Rottet. I'm happy to have the support session, give examples, give techniques on how to really embrace what's going on in the world with love. Our judgments, our criticism, our fears are only fueling the disaster that is going out there. And even words, I'm saying disasters. So I'm going to just say erase, 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 and we can talk about simply what is going on. It's life, it's part of the creation, it's part of the destruction. But the destruction is when we can actually create something new. So that's the good news, right? If we continue to do things the way we always do things, we cannot create anything new. So there must be something that ends so that something new can start again. So if we can look at this, what's going on in the world in this frame, from this perspective of it's the end of something so that we can create something new. This is going into it with love and with opening versus constrictions and stress and fear. So we have the choice, and this is the invitation for this last week where we're playing with this practice, Love More. We're going to go into building our confidence, reconnecting with our faith, what's going on out there and what's going on in our heart, right? So this week, I'm going to invite you to love more of what you really love to do, of who you really love to be, and actually live that. Because here's something, I had a great gift this weekend. I spent the weekend with a friend who is quite the opposite of my energy. It's like very down to earth and very pragmatic and you know, like just really simple in the thinking and not always questioning the dimension that I'm in, right? That where I'm opening is everything has a reason, everything. And our two coming together was really quite explosive and brought me a deep joy actually to really embrace what is from a different perspective. And to love more, for me, my practice this weekend was to love the parts of me that can be open yet more, open yet to something that is not so much unknown, but maybe forgotten. And the invitation is for you. Where is it that you've lost this simplicity of life, this simplicity of being, this simplicity of creating what you want, and not always questioning and not always doubting? So the invitation is to love more of what you love to do, of what you love to be, and to continue to dream, and to actually build it. To not wait, to not just say, well, we don't know if we're going to be able to travel again. We don't know if we don't know if we don't know. If we stay in that mode, we're not going to create anything. And in the end, you know, comes 6 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 10 years down the road, we'll look back and say, shit, excuse my French, I should have done this. So let's not go there. Let's really stay in this place where we are in our center of power and we create what we want without questioning if it's possible or not. We decide it's possible. So it is about building and living what you really want. If you are talking about a new business, something that you feel with what's going on in the world, I'm feeling called to do this, then do it. And then if it's maybe a new relationship and then you're feeling called, you're feeling like, wow, I should explore this, then do this. And then if it's maybe something about your health, you feel like I should do a diet, I should cleanse, I should, change and maybe avoid this type of food or that type of food, then do it. Don't wait. Don't be in that mode of, oh, I'm not sure what's going on in the world, so I'm not going to do it now. It's just open your heart to be and love and to create what you want. So this is our last week with this particular practice, Love More, and it's about living more. It's about being more of who you are, and that's all about love, right? If we are not who we are, then who are we to talk about love? Who are we to talk about anything? So love more, be more, live more, create more, dream more, and do it. Live it as if it was your last day on earth. We all know one day it will be the last day on earth. How do you want to look back into your life and say, I should have done this, I should have done that? Well, the should have, let's just blow some love on it and just let's live it. Let's create from who we are today. And let's pay attention to our words, to our thoughts. Even if in our very simple conversations with friends, what words do we use talking about what's going on in the world? Are we afraid? Are we thinking it's not going to happen? I caught myself this weekend. It was a great gift, and I really meditated a lot on it today to release the fears, to release the place in me that think maybe we will not be able to do this, maybe we'll not be able. I released it totally, and I put some love into it. And I decide today, just like you can, I decide today I'm going to create the life that I want. Thinking and pretending and opening to the possibility everything is going to happen. And from that place, create. So it's about being confident about what's going on in our world, around us, in our world here in our heart. It's reconnecting with faith, having faith that everything is divinely orchestrated, but it's also for our growth. It's also for us to come from a place of, it's a new dimension, it's a new era. We're creating something new. It's a very exciting time. So that's the focus for this week. And for those of you who have missed the other support sessions and the practice, I just want to remind you, every first Monday of the month, we greet a new practice of love. It's a practice of how to bring more success in our life, more ease, more grace, more joy, more life in our life. So if you have missed this, all of the sessions are recorded and they are posted on the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News. So if you type Lover Dose of Good News, and I'll post the link here below, you can find all of the techniques and the sessions, the support sessions. I share examples, I share techniques, and I also answer the questions that you guys send me. You know, some of your questions, some of your challenges. So feel free to communicate. Feel free to also just plug in with the channel, you know, join the channel, subscribe to it, and follow the energy. Play with those practices and play and explore how it can bring more joy, more juice, more creativity, more integrity as well, more inspiration, and just dance with it. Brings this energy into your life. And then from that place, you can create your new business. You can create your new relationship. You can, you know, create your new state of health. Everything from that place is going to be on steroid. It's your life on steroid, your happiness on steroid. So I invite you, and just love more. This is the name of the game. I want to invite you to plug in as well to the World INLIGHT Partners Facebook page, where we, some of the INLIGHT partners, the leaders, the coaches, the speakers, the trainers, they share some of the tips and techniques on different topics. It can be finances, it can be spirituality, it can be sexuality, it can be relationships, it can be health, nutrition. So just plug into the page, and I want to invite you to join in and play with this. Know that your vibration, your work is impacting the whole world. So it is about you. You are a leader of light. You are a leader of your life, but it's the example. Let's really be the change we want to see in the world. This is something we've heard so many times, this expression from Gandhi, right? Be the change in your own life. And then from that place, impact, right? So let's play together. We'll see you next week for the new practice. And I wish you a wonderful evening, wonderful day, wherever you are in the world. Lots of love. Bye.